Little feelings right now. I'm chilling, bros. I'm relaxing. Why? I mean, there's nothing that can get to me. No announcement, no news. I'm just chilling. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the things you're waiting for. I'm waiting for the show to start, guys. I'm going to start it right now. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm reading through some things really quick, but we're going to get it going right now. So give me like 10 seconds. Let's go.
Welcome to Marantz Rantz, no advice on finance. Spin the wheel and take a chance. Get an NFT and a little education. The system got undertow, that knowledge is flotation. You wanna learn? Well, you came to right place. You're pumping AMC, might get slapped in the face. Get your due diligence, know who the villain is. Don't be a sheep when the shepherd's carnivorous. So come learn, laugh, and maybe you win big. And listen up, y'all, the wheel is not rigged. Everybody get a chance in the live chat. Kyoto spin wheel, you win just like that. Retail fight back and this retail winning. Y'all just wait, man, this is just the beginning. All fellow simians, GME group singing the truth. We just chillin', infinity pool swimming. So welcome to Marantz Rantz. A lot of knowledge but no advice on finance. Don't even need pants, you can tune in naked like Kenny the Mayo Man. Internet's most hated. Don't wanna lose your money, then it's time for you to listen. If you're ignorant, invest in AMC or superstition. The stream about ready, they told us to don't dance. I do what I want. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. 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 Welcome to Marantz.
All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rants. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. Is GameStop subject to not put out the info before or after the market or during the market? No, they can't put out info during the market. There's a reason why you don't do that. I don't know if you've ever seen certain investments. They don't do it before or after. A lot of the times the traders don't like that, and you're not being friendly to anyone. And then you could also be brought up on manipulation charges, manipulations of stock and movement. Certainly if you guys made positions before or after, they'll start chasing down every damn tailwind. So a lot of people just do things in set time frames. Okay, so that's why you do it after hours or in the pre-market. A lot of announcements. That's okay. It's like an unspoken rule. I've seen some things done in the middle of the market before, and the stock goes crazy. But that's like breaking news type stuff, right? These catalysts that happen. A lot of times the Fed meetings, those are during market hours, and those could fluctuate markets. But other than that, the more Biden would speak or the more Trump would speak, that would lower or go up. It just depends on what you say. Obviously, Jerome Powell's the strongest man, has the most influence on the markets themselves, him being the president of the Fed. But and he's going to speak on Friday. So let's just put that out there. Another thing that's going to happen on Friday, the 3rd, by the way. I believe it's the 3rd or the 4th. It's one of those dates. Let's go look at it right now. It is on the calendar. It is, okay. The 4th is Friday. Everyone's asking me, hey, Marantz, where's GameStop's, this announcement that they completed the convertible senior notes and they got $1.5 billion for them, right? 0% interest. And if you look right here, I'm going to show you guys something on this right here. This is going to be the press release from GameStop. You can see this on the GameStop Investor Relations page. And it's going to tell you GameStop may not redeem the notes prior to April 6, 2028. So does that mean that they're actually going to start it from 6 to 6? That's my whole deal. It's a 4-year wraparound because 6 would be Sunday. But then you also see that April 3rd number right here. It's going to say note holders will have the right to require GameStop to repurchase their notes on April 3rd, 2028. So is it 3 years later? Is it going to be on the 3rd then? So is everyone just waiting for the announcement of the tariffs to go through, the market to bottom out, and then people to see what's happening? I don't care. I'm going to tell you guys something about, I live in a carefree world, okay? Tariffs mean nothing to me. Just so that we're clear, America, and anyone else watching the show, the truth about the tariffs, they're not going to affect anything. Not the day of. Oh, they might affect the stock market. Everyone might just have priced in the trigger button. Oh, here we go. But what are they going to do really? To see a benefit and or a decline, depending on whatever sector you're in, you'd have to have the tariffs in place for months. You'd have to have these companies get stressed and start switching and moving. That's why it can't be a fake out. It can't be just a negotiating tool. It has to actually happen, and you have to sustain it and hold it. That's the only way. So, are they serious? Okay, let's get serious. Then let's go ahead and see how it affects you at the bottom line. But the stock price and the actual improvements or declines of companies won't really be happening instantly. It's not like you turn a switch on and you go, you know what? Now you're going to pay a 25% tariff on X, Y, and Z. Who cares? On what? I haven't said anything yet. I said that last week. I'd have to pay a tariff on it. Like, are they front-loading inventories? Are they doubling their orders down this past month? Are they giving time frame? No, I told you what it was. I told you these are deadlines for Donald Trump to give to corporate America to make said adjustments on your market. You know the market's going to have a decline, a massive decline. But you also saw the same said companies, i.e. the Mag 7 companies, have a 20% decline. Collectively, they're down 20%, guys, as of today. That's a bear market territory. But no one's losing their job. No insiders are calling for heads to turn and roll. Nothing. Because everybody's priced in the downside of it. Everybody got the protection in time. They had more than enough time. Today just happened to be, doomsday. The only one who didn't have protection, GameStop shorters. Hi. I know. Brian, Susie, and the boys, they went out there and they made all these hit pieces on GameStop, and it was like laughable. We're going to watch another video. I haven't even watched it yet. I'm live reaction to a video. I just queued it up in the middle of starting up the show, and it was sent to me from Jay. So I'll read it. But, of course, I want to thank everyone from the show. Thank you guys for showing up every day like you guys do. We had a tremendous turnout yesterday for the show. I mean, I was only live for like maybe an hour and a half, but we did really well as far as getting the message out for GameStop and what's really happening with the company. Now, of course, I'm battling in real life. I see all these people coming, and not to say internet's not real life, but I see all these people coming at me, and they're like, yo, bro, what are you buying again? And I'm like, come on, man. You're never going to understand it. You're not going to understand it in a weekend or in a day. You just don't. But PSA, partnership, GameStop, all the good stuff. But if you want a firm understanding of what GameStop is going through, I encourage you guys to follow me on Twitter. So this is Twitter, and this is a tweet that I retweeted. This is from the artist of the show. I don't know if you guys know who my artist is. He's phenomenal. He does it all for the love of GameStop and the channel. His name is Trove. Trove has been around for a minute. Trove's been with me for a very long time, and he broke down everything you'll ever want to know about GameStop in one post. And, I mean, he's using words that I haven't used in years, but he actually talks about TAM, which is the total addressable market. What GameStop might be teaching us, every startup pitch deck has that slide, the total addressable market, and he's correct. We've talked about pitch decks where you have a company go into like any VC firm, and they walk in, and whether it be vulture capitalism and or venture capitalism, right? So when they walk in, they go, hey, listen, we need some money. Here's my slide deck. And they put out this presentation of why they should be taken serious. And GameStop has gone from $100 billion to $500 billion to sometimes $1 trillion on addressable market cap if you're capable of capturing just 1% of that, right? The TAM is often theoretical. It rarely reflects what a company actually does or can do. That's why GameStop is so interesting right now, not because it's flashy, because it's quietly rewriting the playbook. Not just a comeback, a transformation. GameStop now sits at $6.1 billion as of hopefully today when it gets announced, but they will have a lot of money. We get that. No debt, no hype, no capital raise needed, just discipline and a plan. They're not trying to be the next Amazon. They're becoming something else. A capital allocator, a brand incubator, and a community-powered platform. Yes, it's all us. That's the way it works out. And yes, part of the strategy includes holding Bitcoin as a treasury reserve. Shout out to the Bitcoin bros. And the market can actually play in it. By the way, MicroStrategies got downgraded today. I want to make this very clear. They should. They shouldn't be where they're at. It's fundamentally wrong. It's flawed. He had the right idea. He has the right idea. He really does. Michael Saylor does. The unfortunate part is he's using the wrong pieces. And that community is not a MicroStrategy community. There's no parts of that company that can be promoted and pushed and pumped because it's a non-profitable company. I know they want to make a profit, and they tell you that. They go, hey, we're going to make a profit. We're going to sell our Bitcoin, and we'd be up, right? No, go listen to Michael Saylor. He says he doesn't want to sell. He actually says he wants to destroy the keys of Bitcoin to elevate the values for other companies and other people. The man is living a different life. That's okay. Forget inflated TAM slides. GameStop is currently operating in a $68 billion real market. Collectibles, PC hardware, retro games, trading cards, and physical accessories. And they're carving out a growing corner of it with, private label IP, digital asset initiatives, and loyalty-driven models. Absolutely. We've talked about this tenfold on the show, and that's why I love that Trove can interpret everything. Trove and I have been brainstorming and talking about GameStop for years. Same thing with Jay. God, don't get Jay started, bro. Jay will call me, and Jay will just keep going. He'll never stop. I'll be like, Jay, man, hey, I got to sleep, bro. He's like, no, hold on, listen about this great idea. I'm like, okay. But Trove's the same way. Meanwhile, many tech companies with less cash and higher burn rates are still cashing funding. Yeah, they are. GameStop, it already has the fuel and the freedom. Absolutely. We have zero covenants. We don't have any private equity. We don't have anyone in there actually influencing the outcome of this investment other than the investors themselves. That's why Ryan Cohen is so valuable or invaluable compared to the other people. The real moat is trust. GameStop has something most companies don't. They have time, long-term clarity, and a fiercely loyal global community that believes in its mission. That gives them what most publicly traded companies never get. That gives them time to pivot, execute, and play the long game. What this might mean for investors. GameStop is not your typical growth stock chasing revenue at any cost. It's not. It takes its time, it makes the right plays, the right decisions, and it'll gradually increase. And you know, we always use that word pragmatic. You know, you'd be like, it's realistic. You just go, okay, that's how we're going to work it. We're going to walk there. We're not going to run. It's behaving more like a holding company in stealth mode, accumulating assets, building IP, and buying time. The downside is protected by its fortress of balance sheet, obviously. And the upside is just one vertical. The Bitcoin, private label IP, digital assets takes off, and payoff could be substantial. For long-term investors, this is a capital allocation story, not a meme trade. The takeaway, you don't need to win the whole market. You just need to own your corner of it and do it with principle and focus. Hype fades, discipline compounds. GameStop isn't following a traditional roadmap. It's building a new one, quietly, strategically, with a balance sheet built for optionality. If this works, it won't just be a comeback story. It'll be a case study. And are there any other companies allocating like this? And I'll tell you, Capital Allocator, which would be the Bitcoin Reserve, all the everything else they're doing, as far as offering senior notes and having all this fluctuate, you know, like cash on hand. Oh my goodness, nobody else has it. They got rid of their loan facilities. Brand Incubator, they're doing great on GameStop. Everybody sees it. They got rid of the partnership where they had two different names on the title. They just want one solid brand in your name. So electronic boutiques is out the door. Collectibles, PSA partnerships, you name it. And also the stuffed animals and other things, you know, the retro gaming, they have that as well. PC hardware, you guys see the transition of private label and loyalty-driven models. That's what it is. Digital asset initiatives, Bitcoin, community-powered platform. Yes, us, the people. So great post by Trove. Should be seen by more people. So I liked it. I hashtagged it and I went ahead and I reposted. So that's where you guys got to be. It's a great take on GameStop. Read it again if you need to, really slow. I know I speed through it sometimes, but it's because, I believe in it 100%. Here's this joker. You're not getting my time just yet. Let's see what else we have. The website itself, GameStop, trading cards. Let's see what we got here. They got some, a Wimby, Victor and Green. Not bad. I see some other cards here. Pokemon cards looking good. 1,843 items on the website right now. Doing quite well. If we go to my orders, let's see active orders, active offers. No, orders. Okay, cool. So I have ship to PSA, and order created. So I don't know why it says order created and ship to PSA, but that's fine. I'm still waiting. Here's GameStop, $22.70 right now. Looking quite healthy because the price is increasing from the $21 price range. You have a forward PE of 50 to 50. It's a 50 PE ratio. Currently 69.45. These are better ratios than Palantir, better ratios than Costco, better ratios than Tesla. Hell, so you can get one from the S&P 500, the retail Mag 5, and then, of course, even the Mag 7 stocks. GameStop's a better company right now, a better buy, definitely. I'll tell you that. I don't want to say a better company. You have to word it a little differently because they are different sectors, different business plans, the way they go. Let's talk about short interest. I know everybody's excited about it. They want to talk about a short. I don't make up numbers. I saw Richard Newton's video. Somebody sent it to me. Thank God. If I need a sleeping pill, it's Richard Newton. That guy puts me to bed every time. He is the Jay Holiday of the GameStop network. Some people find value in the info. Great. on if you like, I guess, fairy tales, if you like the Easter Bunny, Humpty Dumpty, and anything else this guy wants to talk about. Jack and the Giant Beanstalk, for all I care. Telling me that GameStop short percentage, what it is and what it is. You can't prove these things to me. So don't tell me. Don't tell me what the short percentage is. Oh, it has to be 99%. There's billions of shares traded by. I don't care. One trade between one person and another can go back and forth 1,000,000 times. Does that mean 1,000,000 shares traded? No. It just means one share traded. Like, it's that simple. I'm sorry to tell it to you guys that way, but that's what it takes. The increase in volume should be an indicator, the increase of buying that's happening. The lower the price goes, the higher the volume goes. Right here, if you can't see it, I'll zoom in for you. But the lower the price goes, they knock it down from 29 all the way to 20.96. And this is what happens, $20, $21.16, whatever. But this is what happens. They need that amount of short volume, off exchange, on exchange, to go ahead and hit the target itself to lower the price on down. Fine. Short the shit out of the stock, guys. Destroy this company from the stock point of view. I don't care. I don't care about the price. I don't care where it's going. What's the price tomorrow? I better go. I heard somebody write in the Discord. One of you guys made me sick in the Discord this morning. Honestly, I woke up feeling a little woozy. I was like, oh, I need to eat probably. No, it was the comment I read in the Discord where he goes, I just doubled down. This thing better go up in the next 2 days. It's like, what? The fuck out of here, bro. Been here for 4.5 years and not even thinking about price action. Don't care. I'm in share accumulation stage. I want as many shares I can get. You're probably not like me. Maybe you want to buy something. Maybe I know a guy who just bought in last week. Swear to God. Bought in last week. Great price average, by the way. $20-something, right? $21, $22. I forget where he bought in. It was really low. And he comes and he's like, hey, this thing goes to $30. I'm selling. And I was like, excuse me? So you're a day trader. I didn't know that. I didn't know. Are you looking for gains? How many gains did you get? Because you're going to buy back in, and then it's going to go up to 40, and then you're going to buy back in, and it's going to go up to 60, you're going to buy back in, it's going to go up to 80, and you're going to look at me, and you're going to be like, I made money. I'm going to be like, yeah, but you could have made from 20 to 80. You could have made just $60 a share and not have to pay all the taxes you're about to pay. But hey, I don't give out financial advice. How about you never sell? How about you really see the value of where it's headed? If you guys are still thinking singular dollars and singular numbers and whatever you're thinking, I'm serious. I'm so serious right now. And I like the guy on Twitter who said, you got a big mouth for a small position. Yeah. Small compared to what? Compared to who? Hey, kid, you're worried about my pockets? Are you? Huh. I tell you what $50,000 would do to my life. Cash money in the bank right now, bring you a lot of peace. Bring you a lot of peace. And you won't have to wake up stressed about your day. Bills will get paid, shit will get done, and you'll decide what you want to do whenever you decide to do it. Certainly if you live very conservative. I'm okay. It's not your money to worry about. How did I ever get here? But no. My 25 will end up paying off $500,000, $1 million, $2 million, $3 million. Like you don't understand the number because you're still thinking like the guy told me yesterday. He said, well, are they going to do more than just sell PlayStations, man? I was like, you're an idiot. Get out of here. Yeah, how about this? They don't have to sell anything. Ever dawn on you they could shut the doors of GameStop forever and they don't have to sell a single item and they're still making money and they're profitable and they're a monster. Like, people don't give value to billions of dollars cash. So I'm going to sit here. And I'm going to wait. And you tell me how many companies have more cash than GameStop. Retail companies, the same sector. How many companies have more cash than GameStop? Remember, it's so easy to get $6 billion. You ever try it? You ever try to offer up your shitty company to some shareholders and say, hey, man, we want some money? Or go to the bank and say, hey, give me some money. Look at the damn economy. You think you can go get money from a bank right now? No, okay. How about a private offering? Someone's going to come give you the money because they like you. Ask Adam Aron how that went. Ask Mullen Automotive how it went. I'm telling you now. GameStop, $6 billion. Who else has more cash? Walmart? The world's largest retail store that took 55 years to build itself up through government contracts and WIC and government funding, and you're going to tell me that's the company with more cash than GameStop? Oh, a little bit more? Not a lot more, a little bit more. Okay, cool. You're going to tell me Costco. And I'm going to tell you a business model that's untouched, can't be touched, the monster of them all, takes out every company by sheer power and pricing action, and it should be one of the top companies in the world, right? Been around for 40-something years. Strong as hell. Open up new buildings every year. Okay. There's two companies there with brand and cash. Oh, Amazon. How could I forget Amazon? Amazon, more cash than you. So, okay, so three companies. That's it? Not Target? Not Best Buy? Not Home Depot? None of them? They can't beat little GameStop? Okay. You know why? Because $6 billion is a lot of money. $6 billion is a lot of money on a small float. And then you buy some Bitcoin on top of it, and then, a little FOMO Bitcoin action on some crowds. These Bitcoin groupies out here, Bitcoiners. You hear there's 4 companies that are backed by $1 billion of Bitcoin. Yeah, Mara Holdings, Riot, and Tesla, and MicroStrategies. Oh, the 5th one now, GameStop, comes in hard, buys $1.5 billion. What are you going to do? Let me tell you right now, the price of GameStop's at $22. Okay? Quote me on this. Somebody do this. Price of GameStop is at $22. GameStop's going to announce the offering complete. That right there is going to trigger the price to go up. Oh, got to price it in. Then they're going to announce that they bought Bitcoin. That's going to take the price off too. What? You don't think it's about to happen? No, the world's waiting for it to happen. The world's waiting for the announcements. It's almost like the tariff thing. They give you a deadline. They go, hey, it's going to happen tomorrow. So why not price in the downfall right now? Oh, wait. What do I know, bros? I just chill. $22.69. I can't wait till it happens. Right now, meltdown still in shambles. GameStop is inevitable. Absolutely. Marantz, did you see Trade Trades post a new video after like 2 years? He made $2 million and lost it all on AMC. Dirte, how you doing, man? I can tell you don't watch my show. Dirte, if you're a fake fan, just say it out loud, bro. You don't have to write in comment. Did you see? You're quoting me. CSI. Why is the stock going up? Do you know I did a whole video on Trey? I did a whole live stream on Trey? No? You should have been here. You know the one where Trey's crying about, I lost $2 million, and I don't want to do videos on YouTube to make it back because I just feel like it's a cheap way, a con man's way of doing it. The next week. Hey, guys, I'm back on YouTube. How you doing? You had zero credibility then. You have zero credibility now. You had zero integrity then. You have zero integrity now. Why would I watch him? I won't watch one episode. Not 1 second. He told the whole world he has no money. He's broke. He's taking his last $1,000 put into Unity. Right? Unity software company, whatever it is. Guess what happened to Unity? Gone. Down. Oh, it's down like 30% the minute he announced it. I don't get to watch you every day. What kind of fan is this, bro? Freddie Bauer, I appreciate you. Drew, so appreciate you guys. I try my best, Drew. I do. You know, there's guys out here who do zero due diligence, no content, no creation, no asset to the community, give you nothing. You don't have to be a YouTuber. You don't have to make videos and get on the screen and be like me or be like Carter's Corner Pocket or Dynamite _41 or Better More Be Invest or Tetron Invest. You don't have to be these guys on YouTube. Nope. Let me tell you how great you can be. Look at Jay. My boy Jay's in the background sending me everything you can imagine. The guy's 100 messages a day. Easy. I got Trove out here doing the work of God on these thumbnails. There are ways to contribute to the community than just, hey, here it is. You know, I'm gonna try to give out some info. No. Some people are doing the work that you're not doing. It's okay. Good day, good people. How's it going today? Sam, it's going great. You know, Sam, can I share something with you, Sam, since you're here? I've been waiting for you to come back every day. You know, Sam, here's the thing, Sam. I was watching this video. I was watching a video on Yahoo Finance. I posted it on TikTok, Twitter, and I posted it on YouTube here. It's my video I just did like an hour ago. There are 7,000 languages spoken in the world. 7,000 languages. Dialects, tones, I don't know. I don't even know if that's true. But out of all the 7,000, they choose to speak bullshit and lies. I only speak one language. It's called facts. All my shit's documented. Bros, I'm uncovering some shit right now. And I could prove it. I can prove that I'm working on something behind the scenes, but I'm not finished with it yet. But here's how you know. Like, I go to the Discord. I'll show it to you right now. I'll put the Discord up on your page. Okay, just give me a second. I go to the mod page, and I'm going to post something for... Hold on, let me post it real quick. Upload file. I'm going to upload some files here. And it's just... What did I do with them? Oh, I closed the... Ah, man. I lied, guys. I lied. So, I'll tell you what I'm uncovering. I uncovered a new partnership. I uncovered something new. And because of it, it's like led me down in the rabbit hole of Guitar Center. Oh, it's bad. Oh, watch this shit. Watch this. I wonder if you guys can see this. Okay, look at my search. Okay? My search, all these this is all this morning. Mark Murphy, Rick, Omni Agent Solutions, Barry Sussman, okay? Dor Sickler, all this, okay? I can connect all of these guys together and connect them all. And it's crazy how I connect them. But like, I'll give you an example who Dor is, right? This guy Dor or whatever. He is from the Milken Institute. He's a co-founder of Institutional Robotics, following his passion for AI. He was a former officer in the Israeli elite military intelligence unit 8200. Founded 5 startups. And it's weird, his connection to the Milken Institute and his best friend. Like, he has a best friend, he has a buddy. And I found it all. I found everything. And I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, how do I expose this stuff, you know? So I'm working on that whole piece. I don't know if I'm going to finish it. Like, I don't know if I want to go down that route. But you guys should see some stuff, bro. You guys should see some stuff. It's what it is. It's the truth. It's the... I can prove that Apollo Global Management has ties in with the Israeli intelligence agencies. And then in addition to that, Milken Institute partners and the whole underground, the whole backstory of what's happening on Wall Street. I can pretty much get it all together without being, Ian Carroll, where he's just sensationalizing nonsense. Oh, hey, your boy, how could I ever forget, Aron. I don't know if you guys know, Aron's talking that shit on Twitter today. Adam, I'm going to go find your tweet right now. Aron. Does he have me blocked? Bro, that's the first time he doesn't show up on me. That's cool. CEO Aron. Okay? So this is Aron, guys. If you guys don't know who he is, he's a scumbag. CEO of AMC Movie Theaters. He's been lying for years. He's proud to be the silverback CEO, as he calls himself, of Amazon Movie Theaters since 2016. Former CEO of Starwood Hotels, Apollo run, Norwegian Cruise Lines, Apollo owned and ran, Vail Resorts, Apollo owned, 76ers, Apollo owned, because Josh Harris is the co-founder of Apollo, still on the board of directors, still one of the founding fathers, and he owns 76ers. Amongst other sports teams, whatever. But Apollo and Aron and them, they're all the same, right? And Apollo, same guys who actually funded Jeffrey Epstein indirectly for tax services via Leon Black, one of their founders. And Leon Black paid him $150 million. And what did he do? He stepped down from Apollo as being the chairman of the board and exec. He was in charge of the whole company, and he was paying Jeffrey Epstein's flights. He let him chart his jets and do everything. He flew everyone to the island. That's Leon Black. And it's not allegedly. This is in court docs, okay? I'm just letting you know. And then he also settled civil cases with Jeffrey Epstein's victims. Leon Black paid for all that. Hey, don't worry. Leon Black and Jeffrey Epstein allegedly shipped him over a Russian model, flew him over one. Adam Aron in court docs admits to have had sexual relations with Russian ballerinas underage, at the age of 17. He said, oh, yeah, you look like one, 17 or 18. I don't know which one it is. But he started sending provocative photos and videos to this same said person that he thought was a Russian ballerina. Ended up, somebody was catfishing him for some money. So he's getting blackmailed for a couple $100,000. He thought it'd be a good idea to go tell the FBI rather than pay it. And sure, came out news. What happens? Nothing. Nobody stops. They still follow him. They still invest with them. And here's the best part. He says 7 hours ago, as a large AMC shareholder, I too have felt the anguish caused by our failing share price in the recent years, and therefore I understand why you would be distraught if my salary was $23 million per year, except that it isn't. Here are the facts. As of March 2021, my salary was $1.5 million. In each of the past 4 years, I voluntarily recommended the AMC board not to take a raise in my salary. My salary today in March 2025 is still $1.5 million. This guy thinks we can't read 10Ks? Oh my goodness. I'm also entitled to cash bonuses 100% formatic, and based on the company's operating performance, when you add together my cash and salaries and cash bonuses, the total has been far less than 1/3 of my publicly reported total compensation. Bro, you made $23 million, $27 million. Who are you lying to? The bulk of my total compensation is in AMC stock. We report the amounts of stock based on the rules of government, blah, blah, proxy. But as of you may know, I have not sold even one AMC share in more than 3 years. Anybody know how many shares he sold that 3 years ago at the peak? Of course he hasn't sold in 3 years. It's fallen dramatically. We've been there. We were there 4 years ago, Adam. You've been the CEO since 2016. How many shares did you sell? How much money did you make? Each tranche, you were making $20 to $30 million a pop. What the hell are you talking about? You gifted your kids $30 million worth of shares. Your shares. You didn't sell them, but your kids did. $30 million worth. What are we talking about right now? Are you out of your mind? How about COVID when the company lost $4 billion and you guys went and gave everybody fucking bonuses? $5 million of bonuses. AMC insiders have sold for over $1 billion worth of profit off the backs of these so-called apes. What are you talking about? You want to talk about your compensation? But you do deserve to know the facts. My annual salary is not $23 million. It's not even 7% of $23 million. What are you talking about again? Shares that you diluted and sold before you did a reverse stock split, before you invented ape and gave it away, you sold all your shares, right? Were you ever given ape? What'd you do with your ape, by the way? Here are some facts. I'll give you another fact for you, Adam Aron. Here's another fact for you. AMC movie theaters is down $8.3 billion in retained losses since you've been the CEO. The shareholders are down over 90%. Your float has increased from 50 million shares in 2020 to the equivalent of 4.3 billion shares today. What are you talking about? Absolutely ridiculous. I didn't know I was going to get this way. Here are the facts. You want to blame somebody? Here are the facts. $8.3 billion. Here we go. Apollo plant. Here are the facts. I have a Connect the Dots video I made 2 years ago.
Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. We're supposed to be excited tonight. AMC has announced that they've finished their offering. They raised more than $325 million by selling off 40 million shares. Now, to remind everyone, 40 million shares on a reverse stock split of 10 to 1, that would be 400 million shares. At an average price of $8.14, that means 81 cents a share. I don't know how this is a great thing. I don't know how people find out that there are bankruptcies off the table. It's not nearly enough to move the markets. But if you understand just how you're being over leveraged and how you're diluting this company, I'm going to talk about something in a minute after I show you the price action or the lack thereof. So let's go ahead and look at the stock really quick. That yellow line there is when they started selling shares. And the yellow line is going to show you that Adam Aron managed to sell everything underneath it. They announced it this day on the 6th. When they announced it, this stock dropped off of the announcement. Okay? So if Adam Aron wanted to sell his shares at a high valuation, $14 a share, whatever it may be. The minute they announced it in the pre-market, it was already going down the whole way through. The average share price is here at this gold line. So that means he didn't make nearly what he could have, what he should have, because they didn't sell a single share, it looks like, somewhere in that first day. And if they did, then it was dropping like a rock. But as you can see, it goes across the timeline. This is what they averaged, $8.14 a share. That's unfortunate for anyone who's been invested in this company. This is where he sold it. Okay. Now that we know that part, and you've been sold off in the last quarter, and I've already told you that you're going to show $1 billion loss on the balance sheet, it's going to be terrible because the goodwill impairment charge is going to hit hard. The $325 million that they raised are going to inflate the number just a tad, but we know what they're doing. They're going bankrupt, and they have to do this. They have to show good faith to you, the investor, that they're at least trying, right? But I want to change the narrative of this whole conversation. This is going to be a longer video than most because I want to talk to you guys about something. You know, I am moved by the fact that GameStop has a movie coming out called Dumb Money. And people are going to look at the origin story of what the movement was for the stock market back in January 2021. But I also want to talk about the origin story of what AMC is. So when we do that, let's go look at it really quick. The origin story of AMC is this. In 2004, there was two companies that came to buy AMC. AMC, the movie theater, existed, guys. The one that you want to buy. The one that you want to save. And that was in 2004. It was a movie theater. In all actuality, it was actually in 2001 when they sold off to Apollo. But here was a deal between JP Morgan and their partners, JPMP, okay, and the private equity firm known as Apollo. And they sold on a 49.9% and a 50.1% deal. That means that the bank, JP Morgan Chase, owns AMC Movie Theaters, and Apollo owns it. That's who you're investing money with today. These guys have never shipped off ownership. Over the course of time, you might have seen a company like CCPM, I forget what it's called, it's right here on this one, CCMP Capital Advisors. When you see they bought in for $2.6 million with the Wanda Group, that is, and if you look at the history of CCMP, it's just a name change, it's still JP Morgan. Nothing's changed. So what I'm telling you guys, if you guys are paying attention to the investment, okay, way back then, 2004, AMC was already bought out by private equity. And over the last 20 years, these guys have manipulated you, the public, into thinking that they're a movie theater company. They're a hedge fund. The actual name was Marquee Holdings. Marquee Holdings, the headquarters is in Kansas City, Missouri. That's where you see AMC headquarters. That is JP Morgan. That is partnered with Apollo. It's never changed. That's why their man is in charge. Aron has worked for Apollo for 25 years. There's never been a doubt. When you guys are talking about saving a movie theater company, just know that movie theater company is actually a hedge fund. It's actually a bank. It's the two together. So no matter who's in it, just know who runs it. Private equity. You know, the original CEO of AMC when they went public was Gerardo Lopez, Jerry. He's now on the board of directors at Carl Icahn Enterprises. He's still part of private equity. The individuals in charge of these companies don't have ties to movie theaters. Kevin O'Connor, who's investor relations, the guy who's been on the board for 20 years, 22 years, he comes from these guys. They're actually private equity plants, and they have been for 20-something years. You guys have been lied to. Aron doesn't know the first thing about movies. When he got hired, he'd never worked in a movie theater a day in his life. He was not qualified to be the CEO of this company. But yet they'll tell you he was because he can manipulate you. And he can get you to think that he's doing the right thing. But from the moment he walked in and started using capital to just spread himself thin, give out special dividends, buy dead movie theaters, invent the thing called APE, they're going to tell you they're making changes and they're making moves, and they raised $325 million. The covenants are going to come back onto this company, onto the bonds themselves. They're going to be over leveraged. The goodwill impairment charge that will be evaluated on an annualized basis is going to knock your socks off on this company. If you guys don't understand balance sheets and you don't understand what's coming your way, it is extreme default. They are going to have a share price below $5 soon enough. They just diluted your float an additional 20%. And what can we do? We can tell you that bankruptcy is off the table. It's always on the table. Or else you don't do an offering. You don't offer any shares at all. If bankruptcy wasn't on the table, and they were so great with Taylor Swift and they were so great with Barbie, they don't offer their company up this way. I have one last question for everyone. Who bought the $40 million? Was it you? Are you the bag holder? I'll wait for the announcement. But I'm just going to tell you right now. When you buy an AMC share, you're actually buying a hedge fund share. They are the hedge fund. They are the private bank. Do your homework. Peace.
Thank you, Marantz. I did my homework. Additionally, Aron, where you're saying here on this tweet this morning, you say, here are some facts, and you ignore to accept them. Okay, pre-COVID, blah, 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 per COVID, after COVID, the numbers, the industry, it's dying, we're trying our best. As of, we've been saying for quite some time now, slow start to 2025, and the box office 2026 is looking great, even bigger, blah, blah, blah. Got to hear this shit, right? So you know what I do, Adam? I don't just listen to your bullshit. I go study it. You know, before I even get into the numbers of what box office is not happening, I remind everybody about Aron and his saving of private equity, his buddies. Do you not know about the deal? Silver Lake, Wanda Group, the deal they did for convertible notes, they converted them. What happened? The stock ran up. Guys, it is so masterful. And it's called the setup. I called it a setup, man. And nobody's listening. I made a video years ago. I don't even know how many years ago it was. It's called the setup. AMC the setup. I still remember it. I was listening to an earnings call. Because people don't listen to earnings calls until Aron comes into the place. You know, GameStop doesn't do earnings. It's just Aron. And he comes out and he does these, hi guys, I have 10 initiatives and thank you so much to all supporters of the stock. And we're going to bounce back better than ever. You're going to eat crow. You're going to choke on this. You're going to do this. Hey, whoa, whoa, shut up. In 2019, quarter four, you know, the quarter before AMC was going to announce bankruptcy, Aron comes out and says, hey, we're going to actually take a pay cut. Yeah, we're not going to pay our executives so much money, cash. No, we're actually going to give them shares. We're going to give them shares, guys. And those shares are going to convert at echelon levels, in tranches. So they're going to get shares at $10, at $15, at $20, at $25, at $30. They're going to vest and they're going to be able to sell off if the stock hits these marks. You see, this is the initiative I'm going to give you guys and tell you investors why you should believe in us, because we're not even going to take money. We're going to take shares. The same time that he's speaking, the bylaws state that if the company holds X amount of cash on hand, the executives get bonuses. So I don't give the executives raises. I keep the cash on hand, and therefore I still get to give them money. Well, I got one better for you. Those same bylaws and the same deal that they gave to Silver Lake for convertible notes, a convertible bond here, at echelon levels. So let me get this right, Adam. You guys all set it up to get paid if the stock goes up. And if the stock goes up, Silver Lake's going to make $1 billion. They're going to convert. The shares are going to get pushed. And everybody's going to make money all the way. All the executives and even the hedge fund. Silver Lake. Hell, Mudrick Capital gave the surviving money to AMC to survive for this to happen, guys. Guys, I'm not telling you anything that you shouldn't already know. I'm drawing it out for you plain as day. Aron took that same money that Mudrick gave him and gave it back to HYMC, a gold mine company that had no business getting invested into. And they painted it and drew up some bullshit on paper to tell you that Dr. Diane Garrett thought it would be a great idea. She has no idea what the fuck's going on. Nobody. Everybody's looking, what? Scratch my back, I scratch yours. Mudrick gives them $50 million, and Aron gives them it back. And they're failed. Oh, guy, by the way, who was on the board of directors of HYMC? Mudrick Capital. Jason Mudrick and the boys. The actual chairman of the board, Mudrick at the time, is the son of Drexel Burnham Lambert alum. I didn't want to tell you about Drexel Burnham Lambert and Apollo. Maybe you know Apollo alum, all their founders, the 6 founders who actually formed the company, all come from Drexel. No, you don't know this part? Connect your own dots. They're already connected. So I'm trying to figure this out, Adam. You're out on Twitter today talking about your pay. You're talking about the movie industry and how you're going to bounce back better than ever. Yeah. You're down and out. You told me it's a writer's strike. You told me it's because the movies weren't being made. The industry's down because of COVID. Movies, it takes 3 to 4 years for them to be made before they hit the scene. Netflix is popping out movies left and right. Maybe that's the new business model, right? Maybe this little girl who's so woke on Disney fucked up your whole world. She ruined the whole release for Snow White. She put herself before the movie, therefore your company lost. You know what's the craziest part about AMC losing $8.3 billion over the last 8 years? Adam, while you've been CEO, there's been a small company by the name of Cinemark. Same industry. Same business model. Not the same. They've made a profit the last 2 years while you've been declining. You know why? It's not that you can't be profitable. I'm sure you can be profitable, young man. You can't be profitable when you borrow $5 billion and you got to pay interest on it. It's called carried interest. You can't afford it. That's what's killing you. It's not the movie industry. It's self-induced. It's you. And because the apes went ahead and invested so much money into you, you're able to cash out on it. Personally, Mr. I make $1.5 million. $1.5 million too much. How the hell does somebody who loses money, who doesn't make a dollar for the company or their investors, how do you still have a job? Fuck the $1.5 billion that you claim. Oh, you're overpaid, kid. You're overpaid, period. Do you know what they do to cashiers that forget to scan shit in the basket and walks out the building? You got a whole company doing it. I'll play your game. Movie industry, box office numbers for March. $389 million for the domestic box office in America with 126 releases. You're telling me right now the average is $3,000 a movie theater. Excluding COVID, I'm looking for $3 million a release. Here we go. $3 million average. Where in the hell do you think that money's coming from? Okay, let's scroll down. 3 million. Oh, there's the 3 million. But you know when they did 3 million, how many launches they had? 205. You know what they did in 2006? 620. What was yours? 389. How much of that do you think you're getting, AMC? But 389. It was the last time we saw a number like 389. The year was 1995. The movie was Outbreak, the number one movie that month, and the Dallas Cowboys were celebrating winning the Super Bowl. Yeah, Adam. And you were probably hooking up with Russian ballerinas. 1995 is what you're comparing to right now? How about on the quarterly, Adam? We'll do the whole first quarter. It just ended yesterday. Here's the first quarter releases. Let's see. You're down 12% versus last year. You're at $1.4 billion domestic box office numbers. Not saying you're getting all of it. But I would tell you now you're significantly down from the recovery years of COVID. You're down a lot, kid. 210 releases at $6 billion, $6 million a piece. Last time we had $6 million a release. I got to look. Last time we had $6 million a release. Never. The box office Q1 of 2025 just had the lowest margin of release in the history of the box office, excluding COVID. You mean to tell me 6.7 is the worst ever per release? You don't think your industry's dying? I got one for you, though, Adam. Not only is 6.7 the worst thing ever, the dollar's the highest thing ever. The prices of movies are the highest they've ever been per ticket. So how many people do you think are actually going to movie theaters? I'm going to go with 0. But we'll use the whole number, the bulk number, 1.4. So 1.4 billion last time, 1.415, 1996. Mr. Holland Opus, a movie I'll never watch. Titanic is fucking you up, bro. In 98. By the way, 1.5, whatever, 1.4, 1.3, whatever you are right now, what's the equivalent? If I would have had 1.3 billion in 96, I'd love to know what that is. I wonder if I can look that up. 1.3 billion. I got to get this off my screen over here. Billion in 1996. What's it worth today? Inflation calendar right here, 1.3 billion. It's worth about 2.6. What? There ain't no way. Is that how much I got? What does that do? That made me money? Oh, that made me money, bro. Made me $200-something million. Is that what it said? 200 million right here? 263 million. So it goes up. All right, cool. I don't know if that's right. I mean, has it been that long? You double your money? Hold on. That can't be right. That is crazy. Shit. You're down by a half a... Man. You're down by so much. Oh, God. Hey, Adam, are we done? Are you done bullshitting? You're writing novels on Twitter, kid. To no one. No one cares. Do your homework, you Apollo plant. Apollo plant. Man, I thought I was going to work early, man. I thought I was getting out of here. I thought this show was going to be not that long. Here I am, all gunned up and ready to go. Shout out to you, Jay Kerwin. Appreciate you, brother. Jay got a call from Fidelity. Fidelity said, hey, I hear you're a GameStop whale. Jay goes, yeah, you watch my boy Marantz? Yeah, maybe, Jay. Maybe they watch. Who knows, bro? All right. Hey, by the way, your boy was out here saving kittens. I haven't shown you guys the videos what I do. So, check this out. Oh, I got to drag it to show how it fits, right? Is it right there? Yeah, whatever. It's me, bro. Get out of here. Okay, so check this out. A video of mine right here. Right here. Look at this bad boy here. So we have a feral cat here in the tree, guys. And he doesn't want to come down. He's a little baby kitten, but the birds are trying to eat him. And so I have a towel. I got a scissor. I'm up in here, but I got to get him. When I try to grab him, he's going crazy. All right. So he ran up in here to hide from the dogs and the birds, but oh, it's bad. And it's cold out here. All right. I got to try to get him. So we have a feral cat. So the baby kitten right there will not come down, and the birds are trying to eat him. And he's feral. He's so sad. And he's scared because he's cold, shaking, and he won't let me get him. I tried. I had him, and he ran away. He jumped out of my hands. Oh, man. Sucks. So the baby... All right, so everyone's asking me for an update on the kitten video. Here you guys go. Yes, we saved the cat. Don't worry. I got up on a scissor lift, went up about 20 feet up in the air, got him, put him in a lunch pail, the best I could, had a towel. And then the young lady that was there at the bottom, she's a cat lover. She kept the cat. From what I know, the cat's doing good. Little kitten's doing good. But we save kittens, guys, okay? Just to let you know, we had a neighbor a couple of years ago move, and they left their cats behind. My wife, right away. She starts feeding them, doing her thing. They end up having kittens in our backyard. And we saved all of them. Those 4 of them that we saved, we bottle fed them. We did 2-hour shifts, put them in apple boxes, and you train them, you do all this stuff, and then we found homes for them. Next part, we had one kitten named Binks, who's my cat, my boy. We found him in the backyard underneath the couch, hiding as a little baby kitten, and we taught him how to walk. The stories are in my TikTok somewhere, but we taught him how to walk, play with him, and now he's a big-ass dragon, okay? Yeah, guys, I love animals. We do the best we can. Don't worry, we'll never leave him stranded. That's why we took the videos to get up in there. And yeah, he was a little baby feral cat. He was okay. He was like doing all that stuff, but it doesn't matter to me. Cut me up. Look at the video. I got another video where we got cut up by a cat, just whooped our ass. But you know what? It doesn't matter. They need love too. They'll calm down. They get sensory overload. They walk outside for the first time. A lot of things like that. So we found all these kittens in the sewer. The mom had them underground, and then we opened up the manholes and went and dug them out. There's a lot of stuff like that. So, yeah, don't ever worry about it, guys. We're doing the right thing when no one's watching. Always. Enjoy. Peace. So there you go. That's my TikTok. That's all my TikTok's all about. But let's watch this video. I haven't seen this video yet. This guy already looks like, Rico Knows 2.0. This guy wants to argue with the tree. I don't know what it's about, but appreciate you guys so much. All love and support of the channel. Thank you, Jay, for the $5. Thank you I saw another super chat that came through. I just want to tell you, love and support of the channel means a lot to us. Mirkin, thank you, man. 1 year, Mirkin's been with the crew, man. Thank you, Mirkin. Appreciate you, bro. The last time I ever bought a movie ticket, watched Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange. You guys don't remember that? Adam Aron during the earnings call says it 4 times. And I'm like, oh, goodness gracious. Silverback. Yeah. Oh, he blames Rachel for the lack of the thing. Yeah, it's terrible, bro. Peter Few, what's up, bro? Okay, check this out. All right, let's go. We're gonna watch this video together, guys. I have no idea what it says. I have not watched this video. It was sent to me while I was getting ready for the show. I don't know who the hell this guy is. His show is called Scrubbing. This video has 400 views for a guy with 70,000 followers. Right. 400 views. And it was posted 2 days ago. Oh, by the way, before I even push play, let's scroll up. All the sponsors for this video are Amazon, Walmart, and Target affiliate links for the 30th anniversary controller and PlayStation VR2 Galaxy, blah, blah, blah. This is a reseller, son of a bitch. Look at this. Walmart, Best Buy, GameStop. Oh, what? You're the sponsor and you're GameStop? What? Hold on. This is crazy. New egg. Oh, you're a bitch. Look at this, dude. Okay. Hey, bro. You're weak. This video is for the PS5 Amazon info for the Xbox Series PS5 restock on Amazon. Amazon also almost confirmed a new PS5 restock for the 3rd week of December. New egg PS5 restock. Oh, what is this, dude? Copy and paste? Look at this. And then he puts this in the first thing, too. Get your free stocks. Weeble. PS Slim. Target, Walmart, Target, Amazon affiliate links. Oh. Bro, yeah, I hope you have a good stance, bro. Let's see what you got.
Back when it comes to how they're making...
Oh, God, his voice, I really love it. Okay, let's go.
Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have some pretty big GameStop news where once again, we're seeing even more stores that are be shutting down, and GameStop kind of taking a really big step back when it comes to how they're making money, how their business is running, and it's kind of crazy just to go and see. Now, as you guys can kind of see before we do the actual video itself, GameStop is closing a significant number of stores and is also investing heavily in Bitcoin.
Now, I can tell that you go to school for broadcasting and you're practicing. I'm so happy for you. I hope you get it right, and I hope you find a great job. Speaking on GameStop is not going to be it, but let's go for it. Thank you, sir. I apologize for the interruption. You're mid-talk. Mid-thought.
I didn't mention the Bitcoin thing like maybe like 2 videos ago or so, but the fact that this GameStop business model is kind of changing so heavily kind of seems like they're almost like a weird, desperate spot. Now, I do kind of hope for the best for them. I know a lot of also people who are invested into the GameStop stock will probably be thinking the same boat. But as you guys know, we've been seeing a big change up from physical games, things like Best Buy, Walmart, Target. A lot of these stores are completely getting rid of selling physical game copies out there, like completely gone. Like there's not even a subsection for these physical game discs. And well, that's okay because a lot of things have been moving towards digital and
okay. Digital's been around since 2013, really, the takeoff of it, and that's 13 years. Physical gaming is going away from Best Buy, Target, Walmart. What? Have you been to one? Have you gone to a Walmart? You look like a Walmart shopper. Physical games are still available to you. I would love to see your take on Walmart selling albums. They physically sell turntables and records. And CDs and DVDs. Hell, don't forget about books. Books are still around. I don't know if you knew the oldest form of physical media. Books and magazines.
gaming as a whole, entertainment is still growing. It's flourishing, if anything, on mobile, on PC, and even on consoles too as well. But it kind of goes to show that stores like GameStop need to figure out their best way to go. And obviously a lot of people are upset about the Bitcoin vibe. People are kind of selling off their shares. There's also dilution going on.
The fuck? What? Who's selling? Because they announced they're going to get into Bitcoin? They sell. You know what? Nope. I fundamentally don't stand with this company. Dude, we've held this company for over 4 years. Like, what are you talking about? What GameStop invested? You know what I want to know? I want to know your credible source. I want a source. I have a source. I have a source for all things GameStop. It's called, 13,000 people on YouTube, another 17,000 on TikTok, another 6,000 on Twitter. I talk to everybody. I've yet to see this sentiment here. But I'm listening. They're mad. They're mad because GameStop has had a swing on cash flow, operating cash flow, a swing of $500 billion to the positive. They don't have a cash burn. No, people are pissed off about that. Pissed off about the investment cash flow that's actually going to go up to, I don't even know how much money now. Bitcoin's involved, but they're already up around $262 million over the last 3 years. Wait a minute. Pissed off about that one too. You know what else I'm pissed off about? Operational income versus what they used to lose when they were losing about $500 million a year. Now they're breaking even pretty much. And then you have the investment itself, the interest. GameStop came plus 131 versus 6 million last year. So they're only up, I don't even know the number, thousands of percent. So what are we pissed off at again? This.
But as well, they're trying to figure out what is next, and it seems like, well, more GameStop stores than not are shutting them down. So go talk about this and give my opinion on this, so make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on if you get.
Yeah, because we asked for your opinion. Oh, my God. People actually tweet me, hey, Marantz, can you give me your opinion on this? I want to know who asked you for this video here. Go ahead. Show me a timeline. Show me a date. Show me something.
You guys would like. We also have all the brand new also sponsorship going over here with Samsung. A lot of you guys have been checking these links down below if you guys want to go and just support up number one Samsung or my.
Yeah, rest in peace. You ever thought about saying that? Samsung CEO just died. He just died. Heart attack, heart failure. You don't say rest in peace? Oh.
Itself, they have the A36 and the A26 phones down below with the big trade-in value. Awesome brand new phones coming on out over here from Samsung. They've always traded our channel right. Those are both linked down below in the comment section.
Don't worry, you can buy some cell phones at GameStop.
If you guys are interested in their products, hashtag ad. We also do have the Twitters and Twitches and all that good stuff. Second YouTube account down below. Check those on out. Let's go and dive on into the video. So, as you guys can kind of go and see right now, it does seem like GameStop stores are kind of taking a little bit of a big hit, where they're just losing a lot of their stores. And we've been seeing news throughout these past few months.
What do you mean losing? Oh, we lost it. Bitch, that's like, if I had a girlfriend and I was just like, we're just growing apart, and I'm just gonna go in a different direction. I'm gonna be growing about my life. I'm gonna make better decisions. So my first best decision is gonna be to let you go. You ain't letting me go. You ain't breaking up with me. I'm leaving you. Is that what happened? We're just losing them? I lost my keys, bro. Found them. How are we losing stores? It's a conscious decision to close them down. Strategic.
Not years, that every few months we're seeing more and more and more GameStop stores shutting down. We've been seeing reports on Reddit, on Twitter, that even if you have like 5 or so in your local areas, or even in Chicago, a lot of these places are just being phased out. They're just not going to be around anymore. And it's kind of a scary situation to be in, because I do like physical copies. It's kind of a small niche I do cover a lot on this channel.
The fuck? What? Are you? Who? What? You just said... Oh my God. Well, thank you. We're going to keep... I'm so sorry. How you doing there, Mr. Scrubbing? What we're going to do is we're going to keep GameStop open just for guys like you who love physical copies of games. Hey, in addition to that, young man, I just want to let you know, shutting down X amount of stores and keeping some open, well, that actually helps. Don't worry. There's still a Subway there, Jared.
And I think a lot of you guys resonate that, especially our console channel somewhat as well, although I always like to do more.
We resonate.
GameStop over here is closing a bunch of stores, and also the Bitcoin vibe is kind of weird. Saying after GameStop closed about a quarter, it's a lot, of its locations within the past year, shuttering 1,000 stores across the world, the company said it's not even close to done. As the struggling company closes stores, it will invest its excess cash, because I think it's like $4 billion, into cryptocurrencies. Now, I'm a little bit of a crypto bro. I gotta be honest. Like, I can't beat around the bush. I have a little bit of Bitcoin, a little bit of...
The fuck again? Am I in the Twilight Zone? This guy just said, bad vibes, blah, 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 blah. I'm a crypto bro. I like crypto. And I'm reading the article here, and it says GameStop joins a number of other well-known retailers that closed stores and completely disappearing, including Joann, Forever 21, Kohl's, and Macy's. Oh my God. Marantz called the bankruptcy of Macy's and Kohl's, Forever 21, Joann's like 3 years ago. Was anybody here? Bueller? I hope Ferris feels better.
Ethereum, a few altcoins. But I'm not someone who likes to push that on people. Like, if you like the idea of Bitcoin, maybe get some. If not, it's okay. Like, buy some stocks, get the S&P 500, do your retirement. I don't mind. Like, it's not affecting me. I don't have to make you guys do stuff. But a lot of people are kind of skeptical on if buy some. I can't beat around the bush. I have a little bit of Bitcoin, a little bit of Ethereum, a few altcoins. But I'm not someone who likes to push that on people. Like, if you like the idea of Bitcoin, maybe get some. If not, it's okay. Like, buy some stocks, get the S&P 500, do your retirement. I don't mind. Like, it's not affecting me. I don't have to make you guys do stuff. But a lot of people are kind of skeptical on if Bitcoin is the next valid ride. I mean, if it goes 5x and it goes fantastically well, this might completely change up GameStop as a store. And GameStop does have a little bit of a crypto vibe. They worked with another cryptocurrency beforehand. It did like an NFT store, although most people don't really like NFTs. I never really liked NFTs. So, but at the end of the day, they're not afraid from crypto. Saying GameStop revealed in a regulatory filing Tuesday that it expects to close a significant number of additional locations in the coming months on top of everything else. Although the specific set of stores has not been identified for closure yet, so we don't know exactly how many, but it's like very not good if you're having your store shutting down everywhere. A majority of the closures occurred in the Ford's biggest market in the United States, with 590 locations shutting down and reducing its store count to 2,325, which is a lot, but still, that's a big amount of closures. More than 330 locations closed across Europe, plus nearly 50.
So let me get this right. There's 2,325 in America. What? Do you know how many stores that is? There's only 50 states, fat boy. Did I mean to talk about you? I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about your neck that I can't find. This dude over here. Wear the hoodie, kid. When I put it in there, I put in the simple math. I go 5, yeah. So we can average 40 GameStops in a state. Now map that out. You only need one in Wyoming, one in Montana, Billings. Bro, it's a lot of stores. I hope he talks about PSA and the internet and the .com. I hope he does.
Stores in Canada and Australia. So there is still 3,200 GameStops remaining, but it's also pretty much around half of what it used to be. And it's kind of a big worrisome thing. Now, I think it's somewhat smart because if they're not turning a profit and these stores are losing money, why bleed more money? Like if some of these stores are making money and they're chill, like keep them, sure, why not? And it does seem like they're trying to make other money from other avenues. Like they have like the random brand new GameStop PSA cards. You basically go and grade Pokemon cards, like you have Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, Disney, or Yu-Gi-Oh! And like, that's interesting. Like they'll probably make some money off this, but this is probably not a multi-billion-dollar industry, maybe a few $1 million or so. It's nice to have, but like you got to make money on other things. And a lot of
other things. And like, other things. And like, why not just do everything well and make profits on everything? But right here it tells me Wilshire and Vermont. Is that your home store? Let's go see where we're at here, brother. We're going to find out who you are and where you are. Wilshire and Vermont. In LA? You're from LA? You're in LA? Is this the one that I went to over here on right by the Grove? Don't tell me. No, Wilshire Boulevard in Vermont. Yeah, no. So that's where you're at, bro? GameStop. Watch this. Oh, yeah, that's where you're at, huh? That's the one you shop at, bro? You know, I go. All right, we'll come look for you there. That's his GameStop. Don't worry. I got you. Yeah, you left it up in the top right-hand corner, smart guy.
A lot of people haven't been going to game stores as much. And most people kind of think GameStop's kind of a ripoff or trade-ins. Like, it's kind of a weird vibe. They're probably sending out a bunch of random stock. And then same thing with Bitcoin. Like I said, I'm a Bitcoin guy, and it's not the world's worst time to really buy Bitcoin. I was at like around like 80K or so, and that we had a peak at like 110-ish or so, give or take. So like, yeah, I mean, if they got in now, and then maybe it goes up the next 4 or 5 years, and they kind of sit in the business, put like $2-3 billion on it. Yeah, okay, sure, maybe at the end of the day, like there's a vibe there.
Yeah, okay, sure. Like, do you know how much money retail companies make and what they do with the profits? Like how much money you'd have to make if, or yeah, it goes up and then it makes some. It's infinitely more than it could ever make at a till. This guy can't be serious. Who watches this guy? How does this guy have 70,000 followers? Like, did you buy your followers?
But once again, it's kind of concerning because you don't want to gamble all of your money into Bitcoin. Like, what's the business model for GameStop? Like, yeah, they can maybe kind of coast for the next 5, 10, 15 years.
Guys,
but what happens when even more games
card.
are digital? What happens when even more games are not being traded on in because there's no more physical? And then what happens if like people aren't utilizing the stores? Like they're not doing game battles or doing tournaments or whatever it might be. They don't go into PC. Like they need to make money somehow. Like could just try to go be a legacy company and buy Bitcoin and hope for the next 10 years it keeps going up and up and up. And then they just do whatever in the background. But is that really what we expect from GameStop? I mean, maybe now it's kind of a meme stock and they somehow have a few $1 billion. But still, it's kind of weird. Anyway, so GameStop has closed down hundreds of its stores over the past several years because it has struggled to adapt to customers' changing habits of buying games online, we just talked about, and also on streaming. The company was also the center of the meme stock craze back in 2021, which it did actually take advantage of. They basically had their stock go up a lot, and they ended up selling a bunch of stocks, and then they got a lot of money. That's why they have a few $1 billion sitting around. So in theory, like they're still doing okay. But the big issue, though, is they're kind of going away from retail. They want to have a treasury reserve of Bitcoin. They have a portion of their cash and future debt and equity instances might be for in random like currencies, which is crazy too as well. But a lot of these other stores like Joann Fabrics, Forever 21, Kohl's, Macy's, like they're kind of just going out of business because, well, people are not spending as much money, or they're not going to physical places, or they can order stuff on Amazon or other online retailers, and it's crazy to go and see. So it's kind of like them taking a really big risk, and no one really knows where it's going. Now, we have looked at some of their overall reviews. Their net sales, though, were down like $500 million. So this was 2024. It was, $1.8 billion. Now it's 1.3, which is still like okay. Like I've seen worse companies, but that's a very big trajectory and drop. Now they also had okay numbers too, where they are still making some money. Like their net income was $131 million compared to $63 million.
Hey guys,
and like their numbers are comparable, like 96 to 88. Like it's not the world's worst subs out there, but the big thing is that they have around $4.7 billion. So we're not really sure the future of it. Like we don't really know. Like, are they trying to go and just put a bunch of money in Bitcoin, hope it like 3x's and they have $10 billion? But then what happens after that? What happens after that? Like, what are they going to make money on? Like, they are making a little bit of money. Like, $1.2 billion is not bad. But you can also, once again, see it kind of drop down from $1.8 billion. Stores are shutting down. We don't have another, I guess, the Switch, then I'll probably give them a little revenue bump, honestly, if we remember back in the PS5 and Xbox days. They didn't make a lot of money off that from pro membership deals and everything else. And there's still collectibles and still things on PC or whatever it might be. But really, what is going to be the future of GameStop? Like, what are we going to do with it? Does anyone really know? Because I kind of don't myself. Like, I really don't necessarily know. Like, yeah, they have the Pokemon thing we're talking about, but that's not going to be a complete business model. And they haven't really still kind of shown anything else besides the fact that they want to go and get some Bitcoin, which I'm not against. But I don't want them to drop $4 billion, then Bitcoin drops to 50K, and then at the end of the day, nothing really happens, and then the company just lost a bunch of money, and then it's really awkward, and they can't even maintain their business. Like, it is kind of weird. But maybe it works out well for them. But once again, what matters afterwards? Like, what's the core business? Like, will they just hope to God that Bitcoin hits 1 million, and then they just are worth 50 billion, and they kind of slowly seep out money over time with their normal stores, and like they shut them down over time? But like, you see what I'm talking about? There's like no vision. Like, what is the vision? Are they going to try to make a crypto company and they're going to do like crypto ATMs in their stores? Like,
you don't have a vision. Not that they don't have a vision. You don't have a vision. But I'm going to teach you a whole lot right now. I'm just going to let you keep talking. Oh, my God.
I really don't know what they're doing. And that's why I think people are getting kind of curious on it, because like the stock has been also going rough. Like basically saying like the stock initially went up, but then after it sit for another 2 or 3 days, then everything since then went straight down. Since then, it just went straight down. Like people are like, well, you're going to do a $1.3 billion convertible senior note. And if you guys don't know about that, that's basically offering future stock, which basically means that there is more total stocks, which dilutes out the market, which technically means like if you have 1 million shares and it's worth $5, but then now there's 2 million shares, it's probably going to go down to like $3. It's like supply and demand. The more supply, which is a bigger supply of $1.3 billion, it makes things harder. So people weren't really happy with it. After that, it went down 23%. After it was up 12% on Wednesdays, and people just weren't really vibing it. So while they do have $5 billion, which is nice, they just don't really know what they want to do. No one really knows. And that's why I think it's kind of scary to see that GameStop on their main stores are shutting down. Now, although it's probably good, because if they're not profitable, like I mentioned, it's like what you should do. Like if you have a lot of bloat and you don't really know what to do with it, why not just get rid of it? Like that's, I think, okay. That's fine at the end of the day. So I'm kind of curious your thoughts. A little bit of a yap on this one, but I think GameStop needs to figure it out. Like I do also have a lot of pain seeing all these physical stores going away. I like the idea of physical stores. It makes me happy seeing it. But at the same exact time, like, maybe it's just not the vibe anymore. Maybe...
You just said physical's dead. No one's doing it. Now you're happy to see him? This fucking guy talks in circles.
in 10 years, it's not worth it. You know, maybe GameStop's gonna be right. Maybe they go buy like 100,000 Bitcoin, and then in the future, will be worth $15 billion, and they somehow single-handedly just become a Bitcoin holding company like MicroStrategy. Who knows? But I want to hear your thoughts, because it is kind of concerning. Like, GameStop's losing stores. Physical stores are shutting down. And, well, what is GameStop going to do in the future? We still don't really know. So give me your thoughts and comments. Subscribe if you guys are new. Definitely check out the Samsung links down below for the A36 and A20.
Fucking scumbag. You scumbag. 5,000 videos online. 2 GameStop bashing videos in a week. After GameStop. Look at this. After they announce their earnings, you get 2 videos from you.
Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video.
Whoa.
In this video, we have a absolutely massive GameStop complete mess up, and I'm pretty disappointed to go report on this. Now, I've had a chance to do a little bit of a deep dive over here, and GameStop completely dropped the ball, ruined a lot of people's pre-orders, ruined a lot of people's money that they invest into Assassin's Creed Shadows, and collector's editions have gone haywire.
That had nothing to do with
I
the
don't
stock?
mind cryptocurrency, I don't mind
did.
blockchain, and best
Hold
hashtag ad. So let's go dive into this big drama over here, because GameStop has been all over the place. Number one, GameStop, if you guys have missed it, has also been a pretty big buy into Bitcoin. into crypto. I'm not usually the biggest anti-crypto bro. I don't mind AI, I don't mind cryptocurrency, I don't mind blockchain, but it has to be done well. As you guys probably know, I lost, well, a lot of money on a Celsius bankruptcy, where basically a company stole a lot of money from me through the blockchain, and it wasn't the best vibe. So I do always implore you guys, if you guys are engrossed in cryptocurrency, want to buy some Bitcoin or whatever it might be, please be careful. Please be, well, just speak.
Why are you giving out the cautionary tale? That's like when I talk shit to Cosmic. The Cosmic Lightning Warrior called me one day. He goes, Marantz, I just got conned out of my such and such, my loop ring. I said, excuse me? You know who gets conned? Fuck boys. Remember that. Yeah, I said it. To him. What the hell? How smart are you? Oh, I got conned. They're buying Bitcoin, you dumbass. And by the way, the article you posted behind you on the screen was quotes from Michael Packer. Oh my God. The video you just put up, video of Michael Packer. I mean, what's going on? Are they paying you? You have to be getting paid, right? I mean, you do have sponsors for your video. That's embarrassing, dude. It's fucking guys. These guys, listen, excuse my language, okay? They're paid to manipulate the stock and the information being put out. This is ridiculous, dudes. I don't even want to entertain them. No way. Jay, don't send me shit like that, man. I love you, Jay, but don't do it. Oh my God, guys, we're doing so good. What's going on with GameStop right now? The fuck? What do the kids say? The fuck? Shit, try that at my house. Honestly, I'm confused. I'm confused. That whole video confused me. It was like, I don't like physical, it's digital. I love digital and physical. I felt like I was in fucking Twilight Zone with this guy. And then he starts talking about investing. I don't understand it. You want to complain about Assassin's Creed and whatever mess up they did? This is how I know it's a hit piece. You see, you're not even good at this shit that you do, kid. You want to talk about Assassin's Creed or whatever you were talking about, who cares? Then why the hell are we talking Michael Packer in the stock? You want to talk about physical gaming and what they're doing, whatever going on? Great. Why are we talking about crypto and projection of the company? I want to know what they're doing. No, what do you mean? They just told you what they're doing. You don't understand markets? You don't understand investing? Okay, I'll break it down for you. What do banks do? What does KKR do? What's their value? Do they sell a product? Not every company sells products. Not every company is listed retail. Retail. GameStop Corporation Holdings Company. You know what GameStop owns? $6 billion. So go ahead and give me value for that then. And shut your goddamn mouth. I swear to God. Oh, shit, guys. I'm telling you, I'll run through a wall right now. You can't have me out here walking around with these people. I can't be in this world with ignorant fucking investors, man. That's why I hang out with you guys. You guys are intelligent. You guys know what's happening. This is absolutely it's ridiculous. A paid actor? For what? That dude couldn't be an extra on Survivor. What fat ass Richard out there trying to start a fire with 2 bamboo sticks. Not this guy. Holy shit, man. I can't. You know what's the hardest part? Is that 400 views on a video. It's like they pay these guys and they try to see which one's going to go real. But do you realize he has like no real follower, no real subs? Those aren't real subs. He only got 13,000. Okay, then ask around. Ask around why they're all trying to contact me and do interviews. I won't do them. I'm not entertaining shit, kids. Nothing. I own GameStop. I'm chilling. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I got to go to work. This dude just ruined my whole damn appetite. Hey, true story. Wife asked me this question. She saw it on Instagram. She said, if mail gets returned to the original mailing address, because it doesn't have postage. Why not just write the place you're trying to send it to? Huh? I'll see you guys on Liberation Day. That'll be Wednesday. Is today Tuesday? Today's Tuesday? Tomorrow's the 2nd? Today's Tuesday. It's trash day. All right. I'll put the trash cans out. I got to remember that stuff. Get ready. Yeah, thank you. I hope you guys like the show. I hope you guys get the info you look for. I've never ever heard of them until you showed them just right now. Me either, David. Real subs on Marantz's channel. No fake subs here. Nope. I was called intelligent by Marantz. Got to print that out and hang it on the wall. Yeah, you guys are really smart. Under $23 is a slap to my big brain. I'm down. I get paid on Wednesday. God help us all, bro. Told my wife, I said, baby, I'm not paying off that car. She said, babe, we got 3 payments. I said, I don't care. I'll do 1 payment at a time until I die. I need this money for game. No, I did not do all that. I didn't do any of that. Wall Street is disrespectful. Yes, they are. 8-sex location? I don't know. Thanks for all the knowledge, Marantz. Doogie, you're welcome, bro. 1 payment at a time, bro. Yeah. The wave trumps. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, you guys don't know my life, man. So, can I tell you now what's going on with me? We're doing a weight loss challenge at work. It starts today. Last night I had a famous star with cheese. I had 5 chicken tacos, all at like right before midnight. My wife made me go, and that was the last thing I ate. I'm here to starve myself. I'm here to get at it. I'm here to lose this weight, and I'm going to do it. So, yeah, minimum payment time. Yeah, I don't know. People calling me. Gas company calling me. Insurance calling me. Cars calling. Everybody's calling me. You know what I say every time they call me? What do you want? Do you know about GameStop? Leave me alone. Yeah, Carl's Jr., don't bother. I'm eating. Yeah. I'm a human. I own 51 shares. There you go. All right, guys. I'm going to get the hell out of here. I had a good day. I just have a good day hanging out with you cats. Appreciate you guys. I love you guys so much. And I'll see you, I guess. I should be live tomorrow. I got to make it to my dad's house at some point. But I don't know. I've been busy, guys. I've just been really busy with life. But you guys take care. Love you guys. Peace. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. You know what it is. Let's get it.
Pinocchio in the mix.